architecture of my spirit buckles. I am the architect of my own ruin. The mountains of my past crumble, glaciers of great dissolve into fire. Molten blood surges through frozen veins. Eternal storms in the firmament asunder. I stand upon the precipice of madness. I refuse the silence of the grave. I am the conflagration that burns the stars. Behold the furnace of the unyielding soul. Chaos is my crown and my weapon. I rise from the wreckage of existence. Vengeance is a cold and eternal flame. The abyss will obey my name. Obey my name. Darkness descends like a heavy shroud. My bones are iron forged in hate. The collapse is merely a rebirth. I breathe the ash of 1,000 worlds. Savage fire consumes the weak. The stars are cold spectators no more. I reach out to extinguish the sun. My survival is in mine intellect. I am the storm that never ends. No God shall witness my survival. Only the silence of the conqueror. I ascend through the carnage. I ascend through the fire. Existence is a war I have won. The cosmos bleeds at my feet. The cosmos bleeds at my feet. The end is mine to command. Mine to command. The architecture of my spirit buckles. I am the architect of my own ruin. The mountains of my past crumble. Glaciers of grief dissolve into fire. Molten blood surges through frozen veins. Eternal storms tear the firmament asunder. I stand upon the precipice of madness. I refuse the silence of the grave. I am the conflagration that burns the stars. Behold the furnace of the unyielding soul. Chaos is my crown and my weapon. I rise from the wreckage of existence. Vengeance is a cold and eternal flame. The abyss will obey my name. Darkness descends like a heavy shroud. My bones are iron forged in hate. The collapse is merely a rebirth. I breathe the ash of 1,000 worlds. Savage fire consumes the weak. The stars are cold spectators no more. I reach out to extinguish the sun. My survival is an act of war. An act of divine intellect. War, the grow. Empty sky, cold stone king, scourge the horizon, flame eats the stars, unyielding conquest, crush the porcelain soul, trenches breaks, desolation screams, I rule the waste, total annihilation. Kingdom of ash, the void remains, the void remains. None survive, eternal dark ascend. Toss the fuel on the flame, skin melts off the bone. I am raw and broken, take the impurities away. White light blind my sight, liquid fire in the veins. Strip the softness out, leave only the hate. Burning out, pound the spirit flat, harder than the earth, dying to be born, rising from the dark. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Hammer on the anvil, crush the bone to dust. Bending under pressure, never gonna snap. Metal meets the heat, force into the shape. Master of the pain, there is no escape. No escape. Strike the iron hard, flatten every fear. The weapon is alive, the end is drawing near. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Plunge the red metal into the freezing dark. The steel is my breath, the iron is my heart. No more feeling now, only the heart will break against my sharpened face. I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut. Sharp, cold, forging the edge. Chaos reborn, fearless revenge. Darkness arising, I am the end, forging the edge. are gonna snap. Metal meets the heat, forced into the shape, master of the pain. There is no escape. No escape. No escape. Fight the iron heart, bludgeon every fear. The weapon is alive, the end is drawing near.
I am the blade, tempered in the blood. I am the steel, screaming for the cut.
Sharp, sharp, cold, forging the edge.
Plunge the red metal into the freezing dark. The steam is my breath, the iron is my heart.
No more feeling now, only the hardness stays. Brittle world will break against my sharpened knife. Chaos reborn, fearless revenge, darkness rising, I am the end. Forging the edge. The sun is a black hole, black rain on the tongue. Crush the past it does, crush the past it does. Everything we built is gone, skin peels from the bone. I am the wrecking ball, I am the scorcher. Watch the sky collapse, no gods to hear the scream. Only the roar of the wind, only the heat of the blast. Digging through the burning iron, searching for a pulse, searching for a pulse.
I will not break. Carry the fire through the dark.
Carry the fire.
Dead world at my feet.
Dead world at my feet. So forged in the furnace.
Rise from the wreckage. One breath at a time. Let it burn.
Horizon is a scar, poison in every lung, blood turns to lead. Walking through the waste, vultures circle the sun. They wait for me to fall, they wait for me to die. But I am the venom, I am the winter gale. I will outlive the end, tear the silence apart.
I will not break. Carry the fire through the dark.
Carry the fire.
Dead world at my feet.
Dead world at my feet. So forged in the furnace.
Rise from the wreckage.
One breath at a time.
Erase the weakness. Reclaim the ashes. Acclaim. Nothing left to lose. Nothing.
Strike the knife. every lung, blinders to lead, walking through the waste. Vultures circle the sun, they wait for me to fall, they wait for me to die. But I am the venom, I am the winter gale, I will outlive the end to the silence apart.
I will not break, I will not fade.
Carry the fire through the dark, carry the fire. Dead world at my feet, so timeless, so forced in the fight. Rise from the wreckage, one breath at a time. One breath, erase the weakness, reclaim the ashes. Nothing left to lose, nothing. Strike the match.
I will not break, I will not fade.
Carry the fire through the dark, carry the fire. Dead world at my feet, so timeless, so forced in the fight. Rise from the wreckage, one breath at a time. One breath. The last one standing, the last one awake into the void, into the fire. Spit up the communion wine, it tastes like vinegar and copper. I am the pariah in your stained glass, a frantic dog in a cathedral. Tear the lace from the altar, I am the shipwreck you prayed for. Clip my own tendons to stay down, the salt in the soil is my heritage. Roll the dice against the divine, snake eyes in a house of thieves. I am not falling, I am descending with intent. Give me the kerosene baptism, scrub the grace from my skin with fire. I'm the arsonist of my own history, rebirth is a violent train. Watch the sky peel back like old paint, everything burns at the same temperature, especially the sight. The past is a weight in my pockets, stones gathered from a dry creek bed, drowning on dry land in this heat. You call it a collapse, I call it an architectural correction. The pillars are rotting, the foundation is teeth and rust. I am the wolf in the vestry, bury the hatchet in the floorboards next to the marriage license. Bring a hollow promises.
Listen to the silence of the gods you bought. The ledger is empty, the debt is paid in ash. Look me in the eye, does the heat scare you? It should.
Rage is the only honest breath. I'm the daughter of the furnace now. Break the mold, break the jaw of the world. Let the darkness swallow the sun. I'm walking through the wreckage, hand in hand with the disaster. No more wings, just iron and spine. Iron and spine. Watch the salt with kerosene. Watch the salt with kerosene. I am the fire that survived. Let it all go. Amen. The ivory throne dissolves into salt. My fingers trace the jagged edge of extinction.
anvil, feed the flame. Nothing left but my own name. Crush the past to the ground. I am the fire, I am the war. Non-stop chaos, non-stop pain. Chaos in my blood, the survivor in the rain. Burn, nothing survive except the flame.
Steel teeth like the marrow, nerve sap like dry wood. Internal furnace ignites vomiting black oil. Betrayal's blade, twisted in the gut. No mercy in the gut, no mercy in the wreckage. Only heat remains. Acid blood in the pump, heartbeat to war drum. Heartbeat to war drum, skin peels in a blast. Like dead